Alright. What is going on? I'm zmoT. Let's get into the war factory. Yes, the Mega Turtle is still lurking under the surface. Does have a timer. I didn't show that off in the last video. This is based on New Zealand time. Those of you in Western United States and Canada and Minnesota and all that, your timer will show up sometime in the next 9 hours or so. Let's have a look at the factory, see what Gearhart's got in store for us. This is one of those ones that everyone can go for their first ever solo. You can come back in here and hopefully solo this base. We're going to do it a little bit simpler and easier. This front laser gives everyone fits. Like, it just causes nothing but problems. So we're going to use all of our GBE on that, or maybe we'll just bring troops up and we'll do a flash kill. Flash kills are something that you should definitely practice. We'll see. So what we're going to do, first of all, is we're going to bring Everspark right into here. Everspark is currently a bit broken, so we can't mark defenses. A little bit frustrating. Apparently they need to do an actual update, not an optional update, not a maintenance break, but an actual update to fix it. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the hack button. We see exactly what she's going to select next, which is that other rocket launcher right there. As soon as the smoke hits 100%, we're going to do that, and double hack, just like that. No big deal. Now we're going to push the button, and we see she's going to select that next rocket launcher. So we are in good shape here. So limited number of smokes, limited number of GBE, and all 3 rocket launchers are down. The trick is to get in position, push the button, see what she selects, and then override it. And by placing her right next to that rocket launcher, we know she's going to select what we want her to. Now, obviously, that isn't super ideal because before we could mark things and plan things a little bit better, but we just need to adjust. Put her in the spot we want her in, and then go from there. So we're going to throw all of our GBE on these mortars back here. There's no point removing them with Everspark. They don't have very much health. So we're going to get that started. Attack number 1 is a bit of a success, I have to say. There's no free GBE anywhere here. Those factory supplies, those ones are all covered. So we're just going to retreat. Attack number 1 in the books. Now, obviously, you can deploy troops and clear things out and reload your troops and all that sort of stuff. I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to bring Everspark over right next to this shock launcher, and by doing that, we know exactly what she's going to hack next. I assume so, unless she settles back towards that sniper tower anyways. So we're going to go like so. We're going to press the button, see what she selects. That's good. Lots and lots of boom cannons around. So we're going to double hack and hope that the shock launchers don't shock all sorts of things. We're going to find out here very soon. I think the boom cannons should be doing enough damage to those things. We'll find out very soon, though. Come on, boom cannons. Oh, maybe not. It's going to be close. It's going to be so close. Okay, so double hack did work out. Almost didn't, though, so I'm not sure if you guys can duplicate that or replicate that or whatever the term is. I always get duplicate and replicate mixed up. I think it's replicate because, anyway, let's keep going. We're going to get all sorts of GBE. We're going to get rid of these mortars back in here because we're going to want to stand where they are. And by getting rid of them, it's going to do us a couple favors. And otherwise, I mean, usually there's lasers or grapplers down where these flamethrowers are. So this core hit could be a total of 0 shocks by the looks of things. So now all we need to do is I'm going to put all of my GBE, or some of my GBE I should say, on this laser because we're going to come back on our next attack and deal with that laser. And we're going to flash kill it, and it's going to be amazingly awesome. Hopefully, we'll find out. Let's retreat here quickly. I mean, this is looking super simple at this point. We don't have to get rid of this laser. The only reason why we're going to do it is because A, it's good practice to do a hit like that, to do a flash kill, and B, lasers ruin people's attacks so incredibly often. So we've still got 3 attacks left. Might as well come in here. We're going to go just like this. We're going to do 1 smoke on the water line, 2nd smoke, and then all of our troops slightly right of center. Now that is critical. See how nothing turned? So our troops were uncovered there for a second, but nothing turned to look at them. So we still have a delay, and the delay is critical because we have 3 lasers in range. We have a doom cannon, all of these rocket launchers. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shock the Doom Cannon, because Doom Cannons, I think, you see that right there? Boom. Only lost one troop, all of those defenses in range. That is called a flash kill, my friends, and it is so much fun, and it takes a bit of practice, and that's where the delay comes in. If you don't know what the delay is, please hit me up in the comments. I would love to show you or explain it. That is... Flash kills are a great skill to have, and that was kind of fun. Anyways, let's get going. We're going to do this core hit. Now, this factory supply right here, we're going to start our smokes just to the right of that, and by doing that, we should be able to get all of our troops into this little corner. Her smoke slightly to the right, and we should be able to get 9 boats. Obviously, I only have 8 boats. Oh man, I started just outside the smoke. Totally unnecessary. We've now lost the delay, as you can see by the fact that all of those things are shooting at us. And I'm going to use a granny flare. This flare is not really required, but because we've lost the delay on those rocket launchers, I really want to make sure that we are nice and tight on the smokes. Then we're going to go all the way back to this corner, trying to keep all of our troops nice and tight. And then we're going to do 2 smokes into the corner just to get all of our troops against that back wall. Being against that back wall, I mean, I've used way too many flares, and smokes for that matter, but all we have to do now is just stand there and hit the core, I think. Nothing should be in range, I don't think. Just these single shot defenses, which are not going to be a big deal. All of our troops, let's get a second battle orders out here, and down goes the core. So, pretty simple strategy, not much to it. We're going to try and come back with something a little bit different with the max level account, but you can take this down. As long as you are XP37, you can take down those rocket launchers, take down that laser, and then just get back behind the core. And if you can get back there, I don't even think we need to get rid of those shock launchers. Let's just double check that, actually. What I want to see is, by going back to attack number 1, we can see if we even need to get rid of those shock launchers. And as you can see, you can get behind this mortar here, and you're out of range of these rocket launchers. There's a little hidey hole back there, little snuggle spot, as Silly Merp like to call it. So I'll be back in just 1 second so we can do it on a max level account, and then we'll call it a day. Back in a sec. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Now, right now, we do have, I believe we have tank speed. Yes, we do have tank speed. Let's boost that tank speed, see if we can't bring all sorts... Oh, no. Instant reserves, instant training has expired on this account. I'm going to have to renew that. I am one of the people who cancels instant training every single month because instant training is tied to your device, not to your account, and it can cause nothing but problems. We're going to spend some diamonds here, folks. 232 diamonds to bring back that many tanks. We had better not screw this up, I suppose. Let's do that. Let's go like that. Oh, if you're wondering why I'm not just resubscribing to instant training right now, it's because I subscribe to instant training for my one account on iOS and my other account on Android. It just makes it easier. Anyways, a little bit frustrating, just game centers and app stores and all of that sort of fun stuff. Let's get in here. We have a 7.3 account. This is unboosted. Launching tanks costs a lot of GBE, so this might be a terrible idea. I probably should consider using a fewer number of tanks or something like that, but whatever. We're going to get back in here, hopefully have some GBE left over, and hopefully have Brick come along for the ride. We're going to find out here in about 3, 2, 1, now. Brick did make it. I was a little bit afraid she wasn't going to make it. Look how speedy these tanks are. All of these different buildings and defensive buildings are just waiting to tear our faces off, but that's the beauty of using smokey tanks. Smokey tanks are incredibly fun, but they're also incredibly costly to smoke, so don't have a lot of damage. It's just going to be up to these tanks, hopefully clearing a nice little hidey hole. As you saw before, we're probably still in those shock launchers danger zones, so not going to get it down with our first core hit, I don't think. Probably should have just straight up flared the core. So, bit of a mistake on my part. and now we're going to pay the price as a result. So probably should have just flared the core and crossed our fingers, hoping for enough damage, but that did not happen. So now we're down to 126 diamonds. Let's get back in with some smokey tanks. I have wasted so many diamonds on not properly smoking my troops, not properly planning my instant training times, so a little bit unfortunate. Now let's get walking all the way back to that back corner this time instead of that front corner, and hopefully we can get back there without losing. I think we're going to lose at least one tank, because that one tank decided it wanted to go right. Always a bit frustrating. Let's go slightly over here. We're going to also smoke in here. I like to use 3 smokes for tanks just because, oh, look how much damage our tanks have already taken. This is not a good sign whatsoever. Re-flaring, we're going to throw some critters over in here. We're going to throw a shock here. And hopefully, see how big wide tanks spread? It's just insane how wide tanks go. But hopefully we can get this down just by shocking this boom cannon. I think we should have a little tiny hidey hole there. It's going to be super close though, because all of these rockets are hitting my tank, and I do not have troop health. So it's going to come down to these last couple tanks that still have green status bars or green health bars, doing a ton of damage every hit, but I don't know if it's going to be enough because we're already starting to dwindle on the troops. Going to add some drama though, for sure. Drama, red pajama. If you have not seen the rap things on YouTube or hip-hop things on YouTube where people sing or rap children's stories, it's pretty good. Llama Llama Red Pajama comes to mind for sure. This is going down. We are hopefully yelling timber. Let's go. Love the musical references. I make them all day, every day in regular life. Hopefully you guys also enjoy them. 2 hits, all tanks to the back. Give it a shot. Smoke some tanks back there. Hit the core. Maybe boosted. Maybe not. It's very expensive dropping all those tanks, obviously, because they're full made max level landing crafts. We're getting 3 tanks per landing craft. They cost, what, 6 GBE per landing craft to drop or something like that. I don't use tanks often, as you can probably tell, but hopefully you found that entertaining or interesting or neat or silly or something. Anyways, I'm zmoT. This was War Factory for Halloween. Oh, by the way, check out your maps. There is ghostly ghouls wearing costumes and all sorts of fun stuff like that. There's also, over in here, there's a new Halloween treat that they added this year in the update that I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not. There's right there, that green ghoul. I think that's brand spanking new, that ghost that's going in behind the rocket launcher there. I think that's new with this latest update. Little visual things that they like to add. Just like the monkeys in the trees. Let me know what your favorite little visual thing is, whether it's the birthday hats, or the Halloween, or the ghosts, or the witches, or the monkeys, or the birds, whatever it might be. There's lots of little intricate details, and, like for example, like the little, you can tap on the turtles and they hide and all sorts of stuff like that. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm zmoT. Happy Halloween. Black and Orange Day, whatever it is, if you celebrate it where you are. I'm going out with my kids trick-or-treating, gonna steal all their good candy. My favorite Tootsie Rolls, for whatever reason. That's it for me, though. I've babbled too long. As always, thanks for coming in. I'm zmoT. Peace!